السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أحييكم بتحية الإسلام وهي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. ناوني سمتنا باكنا تكتري ناوني وتمتتم برشال بيها قفوني تصور ناون نتلنا وقلت كتشي يتو الباب كم ساسا دين بيحتم ناون تالفوني كلا سهرو نونو تكتر نتيا يلك بوكس شلكتم شلمي كربيحتو ونبوعفوني. The caption of the video is disseminating or the misconception that we give out there or put out there as the fake news and also the false we disseminate to people concerning others. Yato ashangaten yar karpayal mali sang pada damanam polo ntirselo karnyame te karayal mang shale te karababu shale TV na yato awala tiku gula al-Quran fo na wonna tallamni yalte لا تجسسوا ولا يغتب بعضكم بعضا أيحب أحدكم أن يأكل لحم أخيه ميتا فكرهتموه واتقوا الله لا تجسسوا ولا يغتب بعضكم بعضا نتمير كتبوار بان تبيالا ترفير نتنيا ولا كون بونغو بي ولا كون بونغو بي ولا كون بونغو نتنيا دم بونغو ولا كون بونغو بي نتباغونغو نتر دون دلالا تربوار نتبان لالا تربوه لا تجسسوا ولا يغتب بعضكم بعضا تميري زرتا بنيانسي ني يتو اشانغا اي كان كاي يتو اشالنن دفير نابان ولا كارنن دوميني لا يتو انغا ما زاسا نيلا دين ينجي يتو اشالنا ونتلنا ببورنا بيها كفوني لا تجسسوا ولا يغتب بعضكم بعضا دنيلا نيانزوم بالا دنيلا في بان يلا بالا ما نترنن ددن بونو ما زاسا. We should not ask to know about the issues or matters of others. La yaktab ba'dukum ba'da. We should not also backbite, seeking to know the secret of others. Neterboar netabang tabia, tervir netabang tabia, terzur tabnyasi. Kanaun netelamboar mina ayuhibbu ahadukum an yakula lahma akhihi maita. Dambongo iza yino kamza sanabora no ngubi omabi ngunchi wonnam dene nyeshale. Abor Chong, but see, and the Yakamana, Amabini, Salabanam the Kajira. لا يكتب بعضكم بعضا أيحب أحدكم أن يأكل لحم ميتا أخيه أما بيكو تندو كيام ماغو نمدتا نازل نانتلي تواشي نيانزم نفذه بانسو يلي ناكو هوتي سلونما دساو ما نيالا بنشعو دنورنا نورلو نمدن بانغو حديث كانكا بيالني أنا موسى سلامة ورابون لتنبلنا انتشو ننكم ننغو ننغبون سونت كتو بهاي كانم چرابير پوني كارنو سوكم لاجبا kanabi yelba kadamani la nam charshanga wantu bana ngoma ya kashalam bala nirba nyansu ko zura won zur nirba nyansu ngoma ya banna mako ngobar ngoma to dana won sor ka to le bana ngoma to roso tin yarne nyansu be bon yel ngoma tatiya anna muhammad sallallahu hadisi anna muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallama dansal wajmini wa sahabina ma nkum balba al sama karatu kana ta pasa shal kanabre jimi kay yaksajino ban shi ngozo ونقرتم وكيلبا ألا أنبئكم بأكبر الكبائر دنبغو انتم يا لهبلي بأكبر الكبائر نتال شلدن برا تال كارل انتم يا لا تال كرامما دنيا بن يرشنا قالوا بلى يا رسول الله بن يلوي اي تشلبا يلمغلي تمت لهبلي يا ناونتمو قال دنيا النبي عليه الاشراك بالله بوتال بهنا ونزو بونيتا بهنا ونزو ان جامد بنشا بهنا ونزو. Once the Prophet ﷺ was sitting with his companions, that he asked them whether he should give them information concerning severity of getting into the sin of Allah, the things that one will do, and in calling unto himself the wrath of Allah, the biggest of sins, the greatest of sins. Should he give them the information of that? Then they said, yes, the Prophet of Allah, why not? You should give us those information or this information. Then the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, al-ishraku billah, associating partners with Allah in worship, associating other than Allah in worship or worshiping other than Allah. That was the first thing the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned to them, because in the Quran Allah Rabbul Izzah says, وَعَبُدُ اللَّهَ وَلَا تُشْرِكُوا بِهِ شَيْئًا وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. Now, worship Allah and do not associate partners with Him in worship. وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا, and be good and righteous to your parents. Torso tilam na tinyanya ana Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam punu on yalba al ishraku billah nyen tahlipon pahna wonzo in jamben shazan pahna wonzo den nya korgar mi apulen de mi asor mi abor la sallallahu alaihi wasallam ngosare katinya men na won kon kontuna sallallahu alaihi wasallam ma page den nya al ishraku billah bala ka son be sha'table nawne be ka achena wo ba ka jam be ben sha'o kakana ten wa uququl walidain nabana man haki abana ma hakini nya shal aso bayurlum badalafi basalbu bayulbu bubon yinyale dannan ma zakar nya talahata nanan le ven yara tan kan aisha sala wa bil walidain ihsana uququl walidain man bala toroso imma yablughanna indaka al-kibara ahaduhuma aw kilahuma fala taqul lahumā uffin kabana ma yat'ama kataya kadan katbortongo tan to asreto alo shakulu toroso ana Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wa uququl walidain na bana ma ba hakini nya shale ka nan dun tunanin shalti abana ma the rights of the parents on you, the rights of your father and your mother on you, what you are expected to do for them, you do that. This was the second thing the Prophet mentioned to his companions after mentioning associating partners with Allah as being the greatest of sins. The next greater sin was as the right of the father and the right of the mother on you as a Muslim, as an individual. And he was inclining onto his couch. Kabonan fajalasa ko yoxygene fakal tiza pa me to ashale da dam yi jiaji kam kayar ya to katu wo manga mbalishin kay yele to ashale de wohlan ni muhchal won borda puni de wohman no bansa nan ni mo habe on yele to ashale ngama puni. So when he was inclining on his couch and then he sat up, it was showing us the importance. It was to show the people the importance of the particular information he was to give out to them. It was to make them understand or create their awareness that what he was going to talk about was important for them. So, inclining onto his couch, he came up and sat so as to make the that what okay. Ala wa qawlu zur ka nabi yasashino gbana ngozo kayela wala ala wa qawlu zur dambo kayato ashal yara kaban yale kaban dir shahara kayato ashal da dam ni yara kakkar yal mal ni yashale kada dam ku yason ko yare to abhara kakkar yal mal shale wa kardalir shale. Anything a person says without evidence, without being there or present at a particular time or at the time the event was taking place, and you convey the message to the people as if you were there, then that means that you are giving false information to the people because you were not a witness, you were not there. So the Prophet is saying that particular thing you are doing is part of the it's a greater sin if you do not know, because he was inclined on his couch, he sat up for your surgery, and our qawlu zur ka boy dambango qawlu zuri kana dam ko yar ya to a kaban yale kakan karanan ko yalla kamane woderme ala wa shahadatu zur karo konko shahara shahada dam ne tira kakaran yable kabayanda bango o ay man ko bela ne karanan man ko shama karanan man nim bansuwa ne karanan nawo so kakane mani ngoko nang nyango ngoko nang biongo choko chante nongo kakara shara shale wakan karanan ko lala bongo ani yal mangla nyale ko dishara lala nyale domin kashale jalansi wasan zan chang wannan da ngaba polo jalansi wasan zan chang bisharan nan da ma fune shahadatu zur qawlu zur min shahadatu zur da adam ayar ya to'a ba ma ba yeso kasma. The purest of heart, the cleanliness of your heart will determine what you will get in front of Allah on the day of resurrection. Your money, your wealth, your children, whatever cannot benefit you on that day unless you stand in front of Allah with a pure heart. With a pure heart. So, Bama Manganya, Anang de Shazongoma, and Bisham Zongoma, and Beyama Shama, and Bisaloma Shama, and Bebon Cobra Shama, and Bebjagoma Shama, Denama, the Chekasungama Karabekasi. Asuhi be kasi ammi, asuhi ka kasi ammi, to dansan ka no na ta amanjen yala. Be akubor la ambe shama, kana won pire ta be nyen pire trama. That time Allah has given us the free will to choose from the right and the wrong. Righteousness have made clear, and wrongfulness have made clear. And so all of us know which is right and that which is wrong. And no one can pretend to say, I do not know it was wrong, because all of that has been made apparent. We can distinguish from the righteousness and then the wrongfulness. We can distinguish from that. So we shouldn't make it as an excuse to say, I wasn't aware, because Allah has sent messengers upon messengers to us to warn us. Nadhiran wa bashira. They warn us and they give us good tidings or glad tidings. They warn us against hellfire and they give us good and glad tidings concerning Jannah. So you cannot say you were not told. You cannot say you were not privy to such informations. Tetem solo kaban kamaya. Foi kaya yali ya to ale ba mele jibi kayel le karmal bukata ba kaya to akamza kan yara. Kari kum ya to akari kabina ndiri yara. Ngumpo na yale, ngunumpo na yale. An yarma bo ariyan jina bi ago puni. Malgu bi sangu. An dir shara shalma ngumpo na jili. Shara shalbum bola na titima jimle duntu na jili sham. Bi bo ayel ka ba mi ku yelma ba mi ka akpanga ma na be ni nyang bakoro mi yelma hale. Be be ni nyang ba mardala ma hale. Be na badamir la ma pam. Kayel karpallala an yel karpallala ma na wi to bo hadan kayan yale. فأنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم ويرمنا قول الزور وشهادة الزور فما بال متكئا حتى قلنا ليته سكت كان نذكر بان يرليك على وقول الزور على وشهادة الزور ويكدك تشبيل فنتي يلا نبنور لا يلا با دومن أنبنا أقول بان صلى الله عليه وسلم قول الزور وشهادة الزور. Please, whatever you are to say, make sure that you say it in line with the practice and teachings of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in line with the guidelines prescribed for such. Whatever you are to say and whatever testimony you are to give, do that in line with the teachings of Islam. That is the only way you will be saved. Else, each and every second that passes by you shall be questioned as to what you used it to do. Don't think you will go scot-free. You think that Allah has just created all of us to be like that? And then we shall not be returned back to Allah. Verily, kullu nafsin za'iqatul maut. Every soul shall taste death. Every soul, each and every living thing, anything that has a beginning must have an end. So because we will have an end, we should know that definitely the one who brought us forth will definitely bring us forth back on the day of resurrection. كيف تكفرون بالله وكنتم أمواتا فأحياكم ثم يميتكم ثم يحييكم ثم إليه ترجعون. We are not in existence. He brought us onto life. He will then kill us. We will be sent into our graves, and then from there he will then be brought back. Resurrection, or the day of resurrection, to answer to our deeds. So please, whatever you are going to talk about me as a person, try to know the truth about it. Ask me. I am the one they are talking about. In yato akabiyara man kabiyara ami mima nkakatinga kamnan tabwa makanyara de cheka mina jelan so cheka to murma na gwama mina jelan so cheka ko to gwama to so di yalde yato a de woman ka yato ambara be ay yurma ya ba ka wumle ya to pan sulu an yuma ya ma kamna to gwama ami yuma ya ka ko to gwama ya to yelba na kalala nyale do men akare bansum do men akare yato ashale tere chaya to ashade nyang de to suhurma ma kar nyang de ta mosolen se to amata chata musul sasatil kam kar nyang de ti yalla kam kunu qawamina shuhada bil qist tizal mi fukum sinama kadir shahra nama bil qist ni yal mangli anya ton kana wana talayre wala ala anfusikum hal shahra ma ayin jilla man manzu awili walidaini bi abana mazu ka ayin jilla shahra ma kam fukum sin nan bazu ka jilla shahra ma. If you are to give a testimony that will affect you yourself or your parents or any relation closer to you, do it for the sake of Allah. Qawamina billahi shuhada bil qisti, with righteousness, with good intent, because that is the law and order of Allah, and you cannot deprive Allah that. Anything at all you are going to do in the state of testimony, please remember that Allah is watchful of what you say. Allah is watchful of whatever comes out of your tongue. Any single thing that you find as an evidence that will help humanity grow, that will help the peace of the Muslim Ummah, please give that information out without fear or favor. People will chastise you. People will disregard you. People will disrespect you. People will try to defame you. People will try to disregard your actions just because you are not satisfying their whims, just because you are not satisfying their ideas, just because you are coming out to disseminate the truth to the people. Whatever you hear about me, ask me, because I am the one they are talking about. Don't go and tell any other person who has nothing to do with me. I am the one they are talking about, and you know me. That is why they are talking to you about me. Salni, ask me. If you cannot ask me, then don't speak about me. If you cannot question me as to what they have said about me, then don't talk about me to other people concerning what they have said about me. As simple as that. Because when you make a mistake, or if you make a mistake and give a wrong information about me to the people, Allah on the day of resurrection will put us in front of him and question you as to why you did that. Remember that Allah is watchful over all that we say and we do. Inna Allah alimun bima ya'maluna, ay bima ta'maluna, ay bima taksibuna, aw bima yaksibuna. What you do, what we do, what they do, whatever we say, Allah is watchful. This is just a piece of advice. Remember the hadith we have just cited. ألا أنبئكم بأكبر الكبائر قالوا بلى يا رسول الله قال الإشراك بالله وعقوق الوالدين وكان متكئا فجلس فقال ألا وقول الزور ألا وشهادة الزور فما بال يكررها حتى قلنا ليته سكت. النبي البام يا شركو نمبو درنيا تعالى تلقو بلما تعالى نتبو درنيا دمبايا دمبا نيا ميا كا تشارة شل أنكر يال مغلي كا يال يتو شل أنكر يال مغلي لا ما دمبا بار تعالى تمسكوني تو أي بيربوني زما يمدبوني ناوزو أي كو كشل نايا نيفما أي كالي خير شل نايا نانغبا بوني نيفما أمي بار على خير شل نايا نيلما دين ديا نبيا كو أنفاني كانوا مسلس أنفاني دي بلا لا توني يم ديالاني ناونا تلنا وياتي لا تسألوا عن أشياء إن تبد لكم تسعكم وإن تسألوا حين ينزل القرآن تبد لكم عفى الله عنها. ناونا ندر بوار يرشنا كلا يلما ما تي بوانا يلما كبي يلبولون كهذا لوهتي كبي بانس تلا يلما then not to chuta. We should not ask about things that when it is made clear to us, when these things are made clear to us, then we'll find ourselves in trouble. We'll cause ourselves pain and discomfort. So do not ask about them. But at the time of the revelation of the Quran, when settings are asked about, then revelations of such will be made possible, so that in order that you have solutions or find solutions to such problems. So the barriers are be here that cannot chuta. The bar na bang so yell be yell karamo sa ay the chala yellow ma ba yin akayam pago kamuso. Remember, لا يستر عبد عبدا إلا ستره الله يوم القيامة. ندادم نقول لرو دادم تي داشلي دبل كل لرو دبي داشلي نعلنا ونتتملنا وبل لا وداشلي. ترى أين داشلي سو كلرن داشلي ناون لر أداشلي الدنيا كلر أداشلي بأنا قيامة. أمي فيكم بنزوج دتم أبندلنا أنساني ونزيل زنتا. هذا وبالله التوفيق والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. إمام حنبل.